You're awake. How about that?
How about that? And thanks for joining me. This is David from the Lion Kill.
Easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Today,
Why don't you just relax a second?
we are,
Get your bearings.
I think,
Let's see what the
we're
day
relaxed. Thanks, Doc.
How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
We'll start with our name, but we're going to start at the beginning of the game. This is New Vegas.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
That's
I'm
our
Doc.
name, Doc.
Welcome to Goodsprings.
Thank you very much.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
So, thanks, Doc. That's our intro to Fallout New Vegas, and I have skipped the intro for time purpose, but we're here, and we're going to discover Goodsprings.
Most of it right anyway.
You got most of it right,
Stuff
Doc.
that mattered.
And
Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
we're going to give you a quick tour of the beginning of the game, and then we're going to get into
Good.
Goodsprings.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
And we're going to learn more about the area.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn
So-
right quick if you got back all your faculties.
When you start the game, you'll come over here to the vigor tester, and you're going to choose your attributes, your strength, your luck, your agility, perception, your endurance.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Intelligence.
standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your
You can
vitals
pick
are
whatever
good,
you'd like,
but
and
that don't mean
that's going to be the
bullets
starting
will
base
be
for your
nutty when
character.
people drop. What do you say you take a
After
seat
that,
on my couch and
I
go through a couple
came
of
over to the shelf here,
questions, see if your dog's still
and
barking.
I found the voice modulator implant.
All right.
So grab that if you
I'm
have
gonna
the Project
Doc.
Nevada mod. So after that, you're going to come over and sit with Doc on the couch here, and you're going to go through these questions, psychiatric questions, and it's going to give you a baseline of your stats. You can go with
Here,
the Doc,
these are yours.
choose what he selected,
all
or
you
you
had on
can
you
do
when
a
you
full
was brought in.
custom.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note
And then
a
you
look.
choose
I
two
thought it might
trades.
help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
So at the door here,
Well,
we get our
if you're
stuff
heading
back quick.
out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy.
And this is when we get our Pip-Boy.
Before the war.
Thanks, Doc.
We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through.
Yeah.
I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
That's very nice, Doc. So here we got a Pip-Boy.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town.
And we get
She can
some
help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert.
tips
She'll likely
on what
be
to
at
do
the
next.
saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Metal fella?
Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. But try not to get killed any.
And at this point, you get to choose if you want hardcore mode, and we denied that. They went to that way. There's a lot of things in Doc Mitchell's house. It's considered unowned, all the objects, so you can root through if you want. There's all kinds of things. There's a hot plate, earning clipboard there. There was a broken submachine gun. There's a doctor's bag there. Just had a look around. There's some stim packs, and yeah, as I mentioned, there's that voice implant recorder that's from Project Nevada mod. On this shelf here, there's a couple stim packs, and you grab that, some Radex, some Rebound, some Buffalo Gourd Seed. There's lots of stuff in here, so like stock up. You're gonna need it. In the Doc's fridge, we got a little bit of food, and that's gonna be some helpful aid early in the game. So we can get outside and we can go all the way to the Prospector Saloon, and we see Easy Pete here,
Howdy. What can Easy Pete
and he's
do
our
for you?
second resident we're gonna meet.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. What was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Easy Pete talks painfully slow, so we're gonna skip it here. But Easy Pete gives us a little intro to the town. We ask about the NCR and the dam and the Legion, and then we head on into the saloon for the first time. And we're gonna meet our
Cheyenne, stay.
third resident, Sunny
Don't worry,
Smiles.
She won't bite unless I tell her to.
We tell Sunny here
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show
that
you.
Doc
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done
asked
to you.
us to come see her,
Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
and she agrees to help us. So from there, we head outside. We're gonna meet Sunny here, and we go through our first kind of tutorial, learning how to use a gun in the game.
Now, see the sarsaparilla
She
bottles on the
she
fence
gave
there?
us a rifle there.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
So you go in your newly found Pip-Boy from Doc, select a rifle, and get into your aim.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
And these are the first
Well,
things
that's
you
a
shoot.
start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos
So
away from
welcome
our
to
water
New
supply
Vegas.
anyway. Darn critters are attracted
You
to
killed
it.
your first bottle. Congratulations. So we follow
Hear that up on
Sunny.
the ridge behind me there?
We agreed
We
to
got
the
some
quest.
geckos
We're
to
gonna
clear
help
out.
her clear out
Bunch
the
of little monsters
geckos.
is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything
You
else.
just follow her.
Let's see
She's
if we
gonna
can get a
run
little
off.
closer.
Just keep with
If we
her,
move
and
quietly, we
you'll
can get the
eventually
jump
you'll
on
get to the
More
geckos
likely
here.
to hit something vital that way.
All right, Sunny. And this is the first creature you're gonna get to kill in New Vegas.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Okay. We're on. So you head up this hill here near the windmill, and you're gonna find a couple geckos up here. This gun's a little overkill, but it's fun. And you get this grenade rifle in one of the downloadable packs. I think the mercenary pack. If you have the full version, complete version. So take out those geckos and go back to Sunny.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need
And
clearing.
you could
You want, you can
you could leave here,
come with me.
or you can continue with Sunny. And we just sped through it here. We'll take you on a little run. We chose to help Sunny right to the end. Oh yeah, good shot. Whoa! What we didn't realize though when we shot the pile of geckos was there was a resident there.
Now that was some good work.
That was good.
Even got a little exciting there at the
Thanks,
end.
Sunny.
Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing
She
I
helped
wanted
Sunny
to
to
show
the
you.
end. She gives you some
Thought I
money.
might teach you about living
a
off
few
the
caps.
land and making useful things for yourself.
And she asks you if you need help
All right,
more,
then.
further.
We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a Brock
So we
flower.
accepted
Let me
Sunny's
think
challenge
now.
here.
I know I've seen Brock. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get
And
cooking.
she tells us to go find these items, and we'll proceed on the next.
Holy moly! If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
So this settler was being attacked by the geckos, and we kind of just shot our grenade rifle at her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She limps away. So head back into town. On your way into town, you see this refrigerator. And if you selected the Wild Wasteland perk attribute, you'll find a skeleton in here wearing a hat. Or a hat in there. It's a suave gambler hat, and we took it. And I think it Gives you some bonus perception. So continuing on Sunny's mission, we head up the hill looking for some Brock flour. And she's going to help us craft a recipe on the campfire. Bark Scorpion got me. And he actually poisoned me. This is the first time I had to use anti-venom. You head into your Pip-Boy, select some anti-venom if you have some. And that gets rid of that. Some there. I think, I forget where you pick up anti-venom. You get some earlier in the game. There you go. So now head up to the top of the hill, and you'll find 4 or 5 bloatflies. It took me a second to go through them all. Use VATS. Use a combination of shooting and VATS. Oh, it sounds so good. After you've done that, you can head around and find this snow globe sitting by this grave. This unmarked grave. This is your first snow globe, and you get a little message saying that you found a special edition snow globe, and somebody collects them. So hold on to them. They're pretty valuable. So after that, you can head on back to Goodsprings, and what's this? This is a familiar grave. This is our grave. And there you find the Brock flower. That's good. This is a creepy place because this is we're supposed to be dead here. This is where Victor pulled us out. So now we can race on back to Goodsprings and continue on our mission. And we need some Xander root now for Sunny. So we get back here to the school. And we find some Xander root sitting on the front lawn here. Just have to kill these mantis here. Get rid of those. There's 2 or 3 of those. And there's your Xander root. Now you can go back to Sunny and complete that little quest. But I chose to go inside the schoolhouse. There's 4 or 5 mantis in here. And again, I'll just speed through it for you. There's a couple giant mantis nymphs. And you meet them for the first time. They got pretty close here. And I ran out of ammo. I had to grab my shotgun. But there we go. We got rid of those. There's a number of magazines in here, so look close. I believe there's 4 magazines. There's a Salesman Weekly in the back room by the lockers. There's a 2 Programmer Digest. There's 1 right there. And there's another on a table. Just around the corner. I missed that. And there's also a magazine on the floor by the safe. So come back to the terminal. The terminal's locked. I tried it a number of times. I walked around. I didn't want to lock it out. But eventually I got the right code here. Remember, if you you fail a password 4 times, you get locked out. So do 3 times. Stop, take a break, come back. Once you get into the console there, you can disengage the lock. And you can get to the safe here. And we found a cybernetic surgery guide. And it's a guide for a doctor to help us install the implants from Project Nevada. There's also some other good things in the safe. Yeah, stock up. So, back we go, and we were heading back to Sunny to meet her at the campfire so we can complete this side quest, and she's going to teach us how to craft our first recipe.
Let me see what you got.
Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right,
The
now,
audio's a little
we're gonna be making something folks on the trail
desynced
call
here,
healing powder. Go on
at
over to that
times.
campfire now. Give it a try.
But we head on, and this is where you can do crafting.
Hey, that's not bad, see?
As you get
All it takes to make a
recipes
recipe is
and-
the right ingredients and the right know-how.
That's right.
Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
So Sonny lets us know the next part of our quest, and that's to go meet.
Hello?
Oh.
Can
But
you
on the
help
way
me?
back, we meet this guy. His name's
My girl
Barter
is trapped by geckos on the
Thorn.
ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to
It's a
die.
random encounter, I guess, in New Vegas. You consider it?
Go up the path,
Barton
past
Thorn,
the broken
sorry.
radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
And he tells his girlfriend's missing on the hill. Oh no!
Thank you for...
So I agree to help him. Get up the hill here. It's quite the climb. It's up by the broken radio tower, as Barton told us. And you're gonna blow up a pile of geckos. There's 5, 6, 7. I'm not exactly sure. And I got to level up here, so it took a second. And then head up the hill, and you find where the geckos were keeping their bodies, or this is maybe where they were eating people, dragging them up the hill. It's quite the sight. Oh man, that is gory. Then we can head up. If you jump up on the ridge here and just go as far as you can, look down. I found this chair here in a bear trap. It was an odd sight. And it seems to be part of the Wild Wasteland perk again. Every time you get that alien sound. There's an ammunition box here, there's some ammo. There's a cigar. And there's 5 aces. And you can sit down in the chair, and it's actually, it's a good view up here. And the cigar is mostly smoked. It was just left there. There's also a bed there. You can catch some sleep. Handy if you're in survival mode. That was good. There's also a refrigerator here. And we grabbed that yucca fruit.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can...
And now we find out his real intentions was just for us to clear out the geckos so he could get that stash. But we got the jump on Barton there. We hit him with a grenade. And then we strip Barton down for all his belongings. So we head back to the saloon here. Nice sign. And we can learn more about the people of the town. And who is that? The storyteller. And that's another mod.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon,
so
I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
what was that about?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
So now we get to talk to Trudy. And we'll ask her what we just heard.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
And now they have. What are you gonna do, Trudy? So we ask her a series of dialogue options. We ask her if we should help Ringo or maybe we should help Joe Cobb, and we explore those options. And she explains that helping Ringo would be good for Goodsprings, and that's something we're interested in, I think. So we went up the hill to the Poseidon Energy gas station in Goodsprings,
That's close
and
enough.
we found Ringo.
Who are you, and what do you want with me?
And you can be
Sorry about the gun.
passive or
It just
aggressive
caught me
here.
off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of caravan.
Oh,
You know how to play?
and he offers us a game of cards.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough,
He
though.
sounds nervous.
I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
So Ringo's holed up
I'm gonna
in the
lay
gas
low for as
station
long as I
hiding.
can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
And he's hoping that the town will protect him.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back.
So we offer to help him.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us.
So he tells us we probably need help.
I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours? Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
So we head back to the saloon. And we approach Sunny again.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
Say no more. I'm in.
She's in. And just like that, Sunny's in. So we enlisted Sunny. And then we asked Sunny, who else can we enlist? And she recommends Trudy first. So we head on over to Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. That does sound like a good plan. All right, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. A general...
Goodbye. That's perfect. So Trudy's going to talk to the town people. And we head over next door to Chet at the general store. And we try to barter with him to help us, but we don't have enough. So what we did is bought a magazine off him. We bought a barter magazine. And we took it.
You looking to buy some supplies?
And then we asked him again if he could help us.
This again?
And the magazine worked.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo.
So
Sure hope
Chet's
it's
in.
worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on.
And that's how we got Chet's favor.
Hi there.
Next, we can talk to Easy Pete
Howdy.
and ask him about the dynamite.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch
Too
it.
dangerous.
Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
So that's about as far as you're gonna get with old Pete. So I went back to Doc Mitchell's house now
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so
to
soon.
ask for his help.
What can I do for you? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce.
And Doc's in. And while we're here,
Sure, I can help you out.
we asked about the cybernetic surgery. Again, this is part of the Project Nevada mod. And we picked up a voice modulator. So what we did is we found that guide which allows a doctor to install implants. And then we asked him to install this implant for us. And we installed the voice modular input. Ooh, a little tongue-tied. And that's the only one we had. You can see I looked at the other body parts to see what kind of implants you can find. So there's others to find in the game, and those are pretty cool. The voice modulator has a barter +2, speech +2. seems to have multiple levels. So around Doc Mitchell's house, by the stretcher, you can find another magazine. A magazine, Today's Physician. That's a medical boost plus 10. Temporary boost. So now you can head back and talk to Ringo. Now that you've gathered the town together, you have lots of help, and you can move forward with your plan.
So what's going on? Well, I guess that means we're ready
Sonny's
to go.
with us.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here.
After we talk to Ringo, Sonny comes up
At least 6.
to tell us the powder
I'll be set up near the store.
gangers are here. So it was the middle of the night, so what I wanted to do is wait. So I waited till daylight, grabbed a gun out, and they were already fighting. And the laser weapons are coming from our storyteller and Edna from the mod, storyteller mod. And just like that, the powder gangers were squashed. We didn't even get a chance to kill anybody. But there's a few stragglers left here. And we leveled up without helping anybody. So yeah, we just we kind of hit it out in the gas station, and it was done. So we leveled up here, got to choose some more perks, some more attributes, and we were done that.
I owe you a huge favor for this.
And
Here,
Ringo
these are
thanks us
technically Crimson
for
Caravan.
doing nothing. Technically, we still we gathered
It's
the
all I've
town
got with
together,
But if you look me up at the
And,
Crimson Caravan's main camp in New Vegas, I'll pay you in full.
and Ringo offers us more money. If you push him, he will offer you more money. So
Morning.
come back into the saloon here, talk to Trudy again.
I'm glad that business is over.
And you can see you can grab a couple magazines here if you're looking for the magazines. We have fixing things and meeting people. I purchased those. You could steal them also from storeroom, but
Another
you
satisfied
lose
customer.
karma. Now go back into her storeroom, and there Trudy has a terminal. I played around with it. Actually cost me a little bit of karma. And I found her safe lock. I disengaged it. And if you want now, you can have a look at Trudy's safe. It's on the floor under a shelf, right beside the terminal. And there's not too much in it. And because I would lose karma for stealing things, I already lost karma. I didn't take anything else.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future.
So I came back to Sunny here.
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a
And
little
she'll give you a
scavenging,
magazine.
There's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that
If you're into
if you wanna take a
collecting
shot at
more
it.
magazines, we just
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might... You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure... Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
So that was it with Sunny.
How are you?
We've helped the town now. Now we just had to look around at the rest of the buildings, see if we missed anything else. I'm sure we missed more. And these are just a couple of the residents' home. In this home, I whipped through it. There was a some buff out. There's a BB gun and some BBs. I took the buff out. I wasn't really interested in the BB gun, but you can grab that if you want. There's also a bed. In some of these houses you can sleep in. Not all of them are owned. I come up to this house. There's a magazine in the mailbox. You can go into this house also. And this is the person you crippled. And she thanks you for helping her. Now, on her bookshelf, there's a book. Chinese Ops. Oh, where is it? Chinese army, Spec Ops, and it's an actual book that will increase your skill points permanently. It's a sneak book, so grab that. So then I went back to the schoolhouse. I tried to grab some of the magazines I left behind the first time. I grabbed that Programmer's Digest and that Salesman Weekly on the floor. And again, I missed a couple. Again, there's 2 more in there. There's 4 magazines in the schoolhouse. Head up in the hill, and we talked to Victor for the first time.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a
Victor lives in Goodsprings here.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
And Victor pulled us out of the grave.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were.
So you can explore lots of dialogue with Victor, and I asked him about the men who tried to kill me, and I asked him what he was, and head on to his house. You can find a doctor's bag in his house. There's not much else in his house. I left, but unfortunately a lot of the houses in Goodsprings are boarded up, like that one. I did hop in this house, and I just kept looking around. I looked around in most of the houses. Oh, what was that? In this house, by the saloon, there's a magazine. I tried to be sneaky, but yeah, it didn't matter. There's nobody in the house. Yeah, and now that Ringo is done in here, come back to the gas station. There's a magazine of Boxing Times on the shelf. And then come around the corner, and there's a safe. You'll have to pick it. It's a, I think it's an easy lock. Yeah, it's easy. It actually cost me 2 bobby pins. But a pretty easy lock. Once you get in there, there's some bottle caps, stim packs, some Psycho, some Steady, some good stuff. That's pretty much it. The storyteller is again part of a mod. He's a companion follower, and we'll do that in, more in a separate episode.
Hi there. Sticking around good.
I've already touched on it a bit, and there's other videos that do storyteller much better. So you can talk to Sonny a bit more, get some more locations on your map, and figure out where we're going to go next. And it looks like we're heading to Prim. So that's some good information. Just explore all your dialogue with Sonny, and that'll fill some locations on your map.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Also, talk to Trudy one more time, and you can get any items for the road. Talk to Ringo, and that's about it. That is Goodsprings. We did miss a few things, but we explored most of the locations and most of the main characters, and now we're ready to head to Prim. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I look forward to making more New Vegas videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.